Technologies. We're based in Houston, Texas. We have 35 employees, and we're a medical device company focusing on sales and distribution. We received FDA clearance in November of 2011, and that's really when our business took off. We've been selling overseas for the last couple of years, but the business really was ready for growth when we received FDA clearance. We sell an orthodontic medical device. It uses microvibrations to stimulate bone movement to get people out of braces faster. So we're very nimble. We move pretty quickly. We're very focused on customer experience, and we have a variety of customers. We sell directly to orthodontists, but we obviously have the patients that are using our product, and we have parents that often are buying the product. So we have many different customers, and when we think about selling our device. We have a very experienced sales force, people that have been in the industry for dozens of years. So that gives us a competitive advantage. So our sales force is extremely important to us. So we were QuickBooks and Excel. That's what we were using. We had offsite storage. Everything was very manual, and even the QuickBooks was set up in a suboptimal way. So the trigger really was the FDA clearance. The projections for growth were tremendous once we cleared that hurdle, and so there was a need to get a system that could support us today and grow with us as we became much larger. Microsoft Dynamics, Epicor. It's a long list.
Yeah.
It was quite a few companies, even some that specialized in medical devices. We did a pretty thorough search and interviewed a lot of providers, both on the software side and the service provider side. We knew we were going to go cloud, so that eliminated some people right off the bat. Or if what they were calling cloud really wasn't cloud, I wasn't very interested in doing that. We did talk to some people that would host it in a data center, but to me that was still a lot of maintenance involved with that, too many people to point fingers at. So we wanted to go truly cloud, so that was definitely a big important factor for us. The in-application learning, the learning center, the help center, that was a distinguishing differentiator for us because we've got people very busy. It's a very small company. People need to be able to find information quickly and go from there. So the learning center was a big deal for us. Having everything in one spot and just all of the different capabilities and functionality, even if we weren't going to use them right now, we could see the path where if it's a year from now or 18 months from now that we would need that. So it was good to have all of that right there, and then the look and feel was, we weren't having to learn 3 different systems to do different business processes. So when I joined OrthoAccel, there were basically no systems and processes, and so I was brought in to do that, to get that in place. And I knew at first it was just me from an IT perspective. I've since hired one other person, but we weren't going to be able to run our own data centers. I wasn't going to have a team of system admins. I wasn't going to be able to manage the infrastructure that was going to be necessary to have an ERP system and CRM and all these other things. So coming in, that was the plan, was cloud first. Unless there was some specific regulatory reason why we couldn't go cloud, which we haven't run into, then we were going to go cloud 100%. Well, I find it all pretty easy to use. So it's, I think the business user from owning the application and onboarding people and everything, it's very quick to onboard employees. So that's really quick. Everybody is there. They have the access rights, the attributes, all of that. You can have somebody up and running in 5 minutes. So that's very easy from that perspective. I think we use the sales orders. I think that, like I said earlier, the sales force is of utmost importance in what we're doing. If we're not selling, we're not in business. So the ability to get a sales order in quickly, management of price list is all pretty straightforward. Well, I absolutely believe Navigator knows the product inside and out. And if they don't, they know how to find the information. It's an ERP system, and there are complexities to it, and I don't think it's possible for one person to know everything about ByDesign to the level of detail where you could educate people deeply on every feature. So what Navigator has access to are the people that know it and can find people within Navigator. So even if our consultant doesn't know it, he or she can find that person pretty quickly, or they know how to go find the information themselves. And so that's sped up our implementation time on just being able to get that information quickly. So that's been really helpful. We've found a lot of things on our own and shared information back and forth. And that's the other thing is ByDesign still being a relatively new product is everyone's still learning, and I think Navigator has shown that they're very willing to learn from wherever. If a customer comes back and says, here's a different way we did something, then they take that feedback and